Animals of the rivers.
Animals of the rivers.
Focus question.
Focus question.
How do animals live in rivers?
How do animals live in rivers?
What is a river?
What is a river?
Rivers are places where water flows on land.
Rivers are places where water flows on land.
Many kinds of animals live in rivers.
Many kinds of animals live in rivers.
Some stay in the water all the time.
Some stay in the water all the time.
Others stay in the water for only part of their lives.
Others stay in the water for only part of their lives.
Living in the water.
Living in the water.
All animals must breathe.
All animals must breathe.
Some river animals swim to the top of the water.
Some river animals swim to the top of the water.
Then they take a breath of air.
Then they take a breath of air.
Others breathe underwater.
Others breathe underwater.
Fish have parts called gills.
Fish have parts of gills.
Gills help them get oxygen from the water.
Gills help them get oxygen from the water.
Living on the water.
Living on the water.
Ducks and other birds swim on top of the water.
Ducks and other birds swim on the top of the water.
Ducks have webbed feet. Their
Ducks with feet
help them swim.
Their feet help them swim.
A duck's mouth is called a bill.
A duck's mouth is called a bill.
Its flat-shaped bill helps the duck eat small plants and animals in the river.
Its flat-shaped bill helps the duck eat small plants and animals in the river.
In rivers and oceans. Salmon
in river and oceans
are fish that spend some of their life in oceans and some in rivers.
Salmon are fish that spend some of their life in ocean and some in rivers.
Adult salmon swim up the river to lay their eggs where they were born.
Other salmon swim up the river to lay their eggs where they were born.
Wowzer!
Wowzer!
A salmon can find the place where it was born by smell.
A salmon can find the place where it was born by smell.
In and out of the river.
In and out of the river.
Frogs spend only part of their lives in rivers.
Frogs spend only part of their river of their life in river.
Rivers. Adult frogs lay eggs in rivers.
Adult frogs lay eggs in rivers.
Their babies are called tadpoles.
Their babies are called tadpoles.
Tadpoles have gills.
Tadpoles are gills. Tadpoles have gills.
Tadpoles grow legs and turn into frogs.
Tadpoles grow legs and turn into frogs.
Frogs live on land and in the water.
Frogs live land and in the water.
They have webbed feet for swimming.
They have webbed feet for swimming.
Wowzer!
Wowzer!
Frogs can breathe through their skin.
Frogs can breathe through their skin.
A caddisfly is an insect that lives near rivers.
A caddisfly is an insect that lives near rivers.
Like frogs, caddisflies lay eggs in rivers.
Like frogs, caddisflies lay eggs in rivers.
Young caddisflies build homes out of small rocks, shells, and leaves.
Young caddisflies build homes out of small rocks, shells, and leaves. This house protects them from other animals in the river. Soon, they change into adults. They grow wings and fly away. Alligators live in rivers and on land. They find food in the water and on land. Alligators dig holes near rivers. These are called gator holes. Sometimes rivers dry up. The gator holes stay filled with water and food. Draining the river. Bees drain the river they live in. They chop the oranges to cut them down. The trees block the river. The pile of trees of branches is called a dam. Dams slow down the water. This makes a pool. Beavers live their dams.
Be an engineer.
Be an engineer. You just learned about some river animals. Now build a model of the river. Put soil in a pan. Tip the pan up by punching one side on a big block. Now slowly pour water into the high end of the pan. Observe how the water flows in the model. Now to build a dam using ordinary objects. Let water flow again. How the dam change the river flow? How would the dam have harm animals in your river beyond the book? Which adult visits a river or stream? Do you see any animals?